So, MiHoYo or HoYoverse just announced yesterday the official Phase 2 3.2 banners, and the reruns will be, of course, Childe and Yae Miko, which we already knew, and the 4 stars will be Shikanoy and heizou and thoma, and debuting will be Layla. So, in this video, I'll just be quickly going over my thoughts on those banners and those characters, and are they must-pulls or not? So, as you can see, we'll start off with Yae Miko since she's already on the screen. And so I actually ended up liking this character a lot through my playtime with her. This is her first rerun, and I like using her. I like her character personality. However, I will say her skill is clunky to me because you have to like do this, and then it starts to like attack, and it may not, give all that damage. Now, I will say with Dendro and Nahida and even Kolea and Tainari around now, she's kind of buffed already because it has like kind of like an AoE kind of effect with Electro and Dendro, of course, Quicken and Aggravate and all that stuff. So it's great, and that's fine. It brings back more usability for her. I just still find it clunky to set it up. And then of course she's a main DPS or sub DPS, and she's amazing, but I don't think that she's a must pull. I'm sure that many players are waiting for Scaramouche Wanderer in 3.3, who will be more of a must pull, because they're both Catalyst users, main DPS, and they need to be on field. Well, at least Yae Miko can be off field, but I think that most people should just wait for Scaramouche because he's a Fatui Harbinger after all, and of course he's a fan favorite character, just like Yae Miko, but I feel like Scaramouche may have the upper hand being a Harbinger. So that's just my thought. Next, I have Tartaglia on the screen. I love Tartaglia. He's my avatar for my my channel. Not my channel, sorry, for my account, I mean. As you can see, I've always had that, and I think he's awesome. He's also a Fatui Harbinger, of course, and he's a bad boy, and I love that. I personally like his, switch stance. I like it. So that's just me, but I know some people don't like it. But I prefer this over him being an actual bow user. And so far we don't see anything with Scaramouche where he can change his stance or whatnot, but you never know, right? So I don't know, maybe not, I guess, but then like it'll be kind of cool if they could all do that. But regardless, is Childe a must pull? I will say this, Childe has still been relevant. Even now, we're in 3.2 now and going towards 3.3, and Childe is still a really relevant character, at least for me. I still use him in the Abyss. Maybe not every single Abyss, but I do use him where possible. And I think he's a great character. But is he a must pull? I don't know, because in terms of Hydro DPS characters and stuff, there's Ayato and there's other characters now. But I personally like Childe's gameplay, so I think he's a must pull. And to me, he's built like Hu Tao in many ways. So anyway, that's my thought, but I know that many people should just probably wait until 3.3. Okay, moving along, heizou. He's basically like your 4-star version of Scaramouche Wanderer. He's amazing. I will say that you can build him up and he can be really, really strong. Of course, Wanderer will have stuff that heizou can't do. I think Wanderer can fly and float and all that stuff, right? And Wanderer can, obviously will have an animated burst and will have more to his kit and more all that, right? But I will say though, heizou being on the banner is not a bad situation. In case you don't want to get Scaramouche and you want to get heizou, then you can try to get him on these upcoming new banners for the rerun part, because then this is like a discounted version. I will say though, part of me is thinking that if I don't have enough pulls in order to guarantee or get my Scaramouche next phase, I might skip him. So that's just me. But anyway, that's a separate story. But I really want Scaramouche too. Alright, moving along, Thoma. Thoma is not a great character. He's cool, but he's not a great character. Now, with Dendro and everything, he is a much better character than he used to be, especially with Burgeon teams now, more consistently applying Dendro and all that. But I don't think that Thoma is a great character, unfortunately. So regardless, for these, just to sum it up now, for these 3.2 Phase 2 banners, these rerun banners, do I recommend must pulling on any of these characters? I don't recommend it, I'll be honest with you, unless you really like these characters for a specific reason, like Tartaglia or Yae Miko specifically, or even heizou. Thoma is definitely not useful, even though Burgeon teams are cool with him, but I don't think anyone really wants to build him up and use him. Last but not least, Layla will be debuting. She will be basically a cryo shielder and all that. I think she's basically like meant to be the new shielder, second best shielder in the game after Zhongli. For those of you who already have Zhongli, he's been around the game and has many reruns already, so many of you probably have Zhongli. So I don't know that Layla is a must pull either, but Layla is cute and she offers probably a new, game style, I guess you could say, and she's a cryo shielder, so she's basically dethroning Diona's perspective because not many people like using Diona. I don't mind her, but Diona's shield's supposed to be the second strongest and she can heal and all that, but then regardless, I don't use Diona. I think that Layla will be nice to have, so I will pull on the upcoming banners though, just to try to get one copy of Layla and build up Pity anyway. I'm near the bottom of the Pity because I got my Nahida and I didn't really pull anymore after that. So, I mean, we'll build up Pity for Scaramouche's banner. We'll see. So those are my final thoughts on the rerun banners coming up. What do you guys think? Are you guys polling for Tartaglia, Yae Miko, Shikanoid Heizou, Constellations, Thoma, or are you guys trying to get Layla? I will be polling for Layla, but other than that, no one else here, in my opinion, is a must-have because obviously I have them already. But I also, from my personal experience, I feel that Yae Miko is clunky. I think Heizou is worth getting, Thoma is not worth getting, and Tartaglia is only for certain people that like him. I like him, but I don't need any more copies of any of these characters. Alright, so those are my thoughts. I will see you guys in the next video where I'll talk about the weapon banner. Thanks, and